What's up, guys? How's it going? My name is John, for those of you guys who don't know me. I'm 22 years old. I make music, I like to work out, and I love Christ. I've been kind of putting off making any content the past few days just because of what's going on in the USA right now with the election and all the kind of tension that was surrounding that. It was a really weird time. But I was off today from work, and I just wanted to come and do something for you guys, and so I recently put out a song called I Just Want You.
Go check that out, go stream it.
I wanted to come on today and just share some of the artists that I've been listening to. You know, I came to this point with music where I was really unsure, I guess you could say, you know, and if I needed to even continue doing it, you know, while I was pursuing my passion, my want for Christ. And so God was so faithful in showing me that it's something that He blessed me with and that He gave to me to be able to share with others, and even to use it to point to Him. And so for those of you guys who don't know, I used to be really heavily involved with like alternative rock, pop punk, and emo music and whatnot, and also in country music. I played and managed in a pop punk band called Commons for about 4 to 5 years. And I also played guitar for an artist named Pauline Reese, and my time in both those groups was so wonderful, and I was so blessed by it. But this past year, I just really had a desire to kind of take a step away from that and really focus on what it meant to follow Christ and what it meant to use the gifts that He's given me to pursue Him even further. I came to this point where I realized I really loved like Christian music and I loved worship music, but I also grew up kind of, do I like it? Yeah. I kind of grew up listening to Christian music and didn't really ever connect with it that well. You know, I always had that occasional praise and worship song that I was like, this is wonderful, this is beautiful. But this past year, as I started really diving into my faith, you know, I really wanted to find something that I connected with, that was Christian art, but it was also a lot more thought out. You know, I kind of grew up almost looking at it as inside this box, and then this past year coming to find all these new artists and realizing that Christian music is a lot more diverse and exciting than I realized. You know, so anyways, I wanted to highlight some of those for you guys. And just share some artists that have really impacted me that I'm really grateful for. So here we go.
Quiet my soul, 'cause you're teaching me how to slow down. Surrender it all, let you take control. Slow down. I know.
First person I'm going to highlight for you guys today is a guy named Jonathan Ogden. Okay, Jonathan Ogden is a solo artist. He's a part of a group called Rivers and Robots, which I actually think today announced a hiatus. I think they're taking a little bit of a break. But yeah, he does solo music. He does stuff like lo-fi and singer-songwriter, worship, and whatnot. Just super, super cool stuff. And I remember finding him for the first time after he had released this song called Slow Down. And I found this song, and it just blew my mind. Like, he did all the production for it himself and did it all independently, and that's the coolest thing that I've come to discover about indie Christian music. For me, coming from a very DIY local scene, you know, everyone in the pop punk, emo, it's very DIY based. It's so cool because I'm finding all these new Christian artists and old Christian artists who have this real DIY mentality, and it's like, how can I use what the Lord's blessed me with to create something tangible and exciting and something that reaches people with the gospel.
Sensitive, but I give you my heart. You're making me so tender.
The next person I want to show you guys is a guy named Taylor Armstrong. And Taylor's music has had a really profound impact on me as a musician this past year. And it's pretty interesting, honestly. It's really spread out. You know, you have your folky kind of influence, you have your singer-songwriter, but then he also has songs that has like this real like pop, like bedroom lo-fi kind of thing going on. It's something you'd hear like the 1975 doing almost, you know. And so anyways, this past year, you know, as I was taking a step back from playing in bands, you know, I was looking at all these solo artists and kind of seeing what they were doing. And Taylor Armstrong kind of struck out to me because he was this guy who was just making these solo acoustic songs, but just really, really, I guess, touching the art of simplicity, you know, just a couple of acoustic lines, maybe a rhythm track, lead track, but also just kind of really getting outside of the box. You know, I've watched some of Taylor released like a little mini documentary, and the thing I really enjoy about his music in particular is the fact that he's not afraid to touch I guess the drearier side of life, if that makes sense. You know, the fact that sometimes, you know, we do go through things like depression and anxiety, and that we do hurt, you know. And that's the one kind of callback to pop punk and emo music that is very comforting for me.
Take a sec to acknowledge that I've been feeling mad down and I'm going through problems, but I got God on my side, so no worries at all. I cast it all in his arms, cause I know he's involved. I give it all at the cross.
Yeah, so next track I want to throw you guys is a track by an artist named Monty Fish. And Monty Fish, like I was saying earlier, that this guy really encompasses the whole DIY aspect of being an artist, being a musician, and making Christian art, man. He makes music and he records music and produces music, but he also does like film and photography, like little short films and whatnot, and it's just, dude is mad talented, to say the least. It's pretty insane. My fiance actually put me onto him when we were first dating. When I first discovered him, I wasn't really into it, but then, like I said, I kind of came to this point where I was really just kind of going down the rabbit hole with finding Christian art, and after listening to him, really kind of expanded my horizons on what it meant to be a DIY artist, and so to make music that was really outside the box in terms of glorifying God and pointing people to Christ, and so. I want to throw you guys through the loop with an indie Christian rock band called Gable, Price and Friends. And I don't know a whole lot about Gable, Price and Friends. I discovered them a few months ago. The rock and roll, pop punk, emo, alternative rock scene. Coming from that scene, you know, I still really love the feel of that music, you know, and just really enjoy the energy of it. And so to see a band that's replicating that while writing lyrics about Christ and about the Lord in a way that's tangible again, that's artistic and it's fun and non-compromising, is sweet.
I see my eternity through the holes in your hands. I don't deserve you, I couldn't earn you. I see my eternity through the holes in your hands. I don't deserve you, I couldn't earn you.
Yeah, so the last artist band I'm going to throw at you guys is a group called Beach Chapel. And I just discovered them recently through an artist named Lovekin, who's, I guess, shouted them out as kind of close with them. But I discovered a song by theirs called Holes, Holes in Your Hands, and it's been like my anthem the past few days, really the past week or so. I see my eternity through the holes in your hands. So good. Yeah, so these guys rock. I mean, that's all I'm going to say about it. You should go check them out. Thank you guys for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, and you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe down below. I'm really trying to grow my YouTube channel right now, however means possible. So, hope to see you next time. God bless.